Here is a beauty of a blue cut. Nice, good size, guys. Oh, this guy's got a really crooked mouth. Did you see that?
Yeah, back to nature.
Well, hello everybody, welcome back. In today's episode we want to explore a new camping and fishing spot with you guys here in the northern Marlborough region. We are currently still camped up at Whatamango, which is a really cool camping and fishing spot as well, especially for surf casting and drone fishing. So check out some of the videos we got up here. I'll link them in the description as well if you're interested in that side. But today we want to go to a new spot near Picton, just past Jayco. It's a dog campsite that we have never traveled to before, and it looks like a perfect camping and fishing spot. There's a nice estuary there, and it looks like we can launch our inflatable Aquamarina boat there to get out into the Queen Charlotte Sound and do a bit of fishing around there. So it's going to be an exciting new camping and fishing spot to explore. So we're going to do that together with you today. Let's go. Now check out our water leak. Recently I noticed that we have a bit of a peeling on our inside wall, and this is where the grab handle is normally, and there was a bit of brown water running out, so I had to take it out. So I pulled out the whole grab handle. Check this out. The whole wood inside is unfortunately all rotten away. Big hole in there now. So there's a wooden frame, a reinforced frame for that grab handle around here. Water must have seeped in from the top and it's been sitting here, so the whole bottom part is rotten, the plywood. A bit of a shame. I didn't expect the damage to be that extensive, but luckily I found it out, and it's fairly easy to fix when you're caravanning, right? It's always good to check for every little possible leak. This caravan is now 4 years old, and sealant strips around there, they're starting to become a little bit brittle, so yeah, that needs to be checked and redone quite often. Anyway, just a little bit of a side information, what you deal with when you're camping and fishing in a caravan. Jayco Journey Outback caravan that we have here. Now Jayco sometimes doesn't have the best reputation anymore because of quality issues, but I think Jayco is still the biggest caravan manufacturer in Australia, and they're pumping out so many caravans. So when you get some bad reviews, the percentage is a little bit higher because so many more people have Jaycos. But on the other hand, it's so much easier to get support and spare parts when you get a Jayco rather than just an unknown or a small brand. Might take forever to get spare parts. So if the grab handle was broken, I could just get a new one from Jayco. They probably have it in stock, but if it was just a small one and they use some other parts, it might be really difficult to get. So that's an advantage of using Jayco for sure. All right, we're all hooked up and ready to go. Alright, so we have just arrived at the Picton dump station, and just at this moment the ferry has arrived. So tons of people arriving here. The police decided to block off the dump station, park right there as well. But we managed to get our hose in there to get a bit of fresh water. The problem with water at the dog campsites, as usual, is that they never have really drinking water. So you got to bring the treated water. They always just get the water from the creeks and stuff, so it will be non-potable water. So yeah, we take as much water as we can. But yeah, dump station here in Picton is rather a busy place. I made up this thing for filling water because we got 2 water entries there. So I just purchased that from the hardware store. So basically that we can fill both water tanks at the same time. It goes a little bit quicker. It's a good tip for using these Jayco or other caravans that have 2 filling taps. Otherwise you have to do one by one and it takes forever, right? Okay, so we're gonna finish that and then we're gonna head to town and do a little bit of shopping, stocking up on some groceries. Alright, so we managed to find ourselves a parking spot here in Picton, not too far away from the supermarket. And wasn't it quite funny at the dump station that the police actually blocked off the dump station? They didn't know that this is a dump station or what? I don't know. They completely blocked it off for people using it, but they were friendly enough though to move when I tried to get in there, so they moved two of their cars around so I could get to the dump station. But yeah, I thought it was quite funny that the police is parked up in front of the dump station. Normally you expect people that are a little bit unaware doing this kind of stuff and not the police. I don't know what it is, but Picton always feels really dark and grey to me. Every time we come here, big dark clouds around, but we made it the fresh choice at least. Get a few fresh items. Supermarket was a success. Lots of yummy stuff. 95 bucks gone for, hopefully it will last for 1 week. All the good stuff that we need to eat with all the fish that we're gonna catch, hopefully. Might as well have a little lunch while we're here in Picton at the Picton Village Bakery. Steak, bacon and cheese pie. Obligatory Coke. And
my peppered steak. And nice spaghetti. Haitian stick pieces. $4.50, it's quite cheap.
How's your pie?
It's okay.
Well, the pie wasn't too bad actually. I burned my mouth, it was a little bit hot. But check out the baguette that we bought. A proper oven spring baguette. And hopefully it will taste just as good. Okay, let's go to Whatamango Paco. What's it called? Whatamango fuck something. Just past Waikawa, we got a first nice viewpoint here at the Karaka Point Reserve. If it was a nice calm day, you could actually see some nice stuff here. For example, the ferry coming through. Well, there's no ferry coming through now. We could see it today as well, but...
Someone forgot t-shirts here in Karaka Point Reserve.
Well, it looks pretty rough out there. Not the best day to go fishing for sure. But definitely a nice little viewpoint on the way to... I forgot the name again. Whatamango Bay. So Whatamango Bay is just down the road. A bit windy road now, another 5 kilometers or so. And then we arrive at the dock campsite at our final camping and fishing destination. Finally.
Stop.
Let's see if we can fit through here. Should be able to fit through.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think there are any logging trucks around here at the moment. Is that already the Whatamango Bay down there? Yeah. Okay. Well, it's a very short drive from Picton. Alright, so we arrived at the Whatamango dock campsite. Here we are. A bit of a narrow drive in there at the little bridge, so just about made it.
Very tight corner. Wow. Pretty narrow bridge. Turning here is very tight, but manage it.
A few campers here. Busier than I thought. Just gotta find ourselves a little spot because this place can get very boggy during rain. Let's have a look around quickly before we decide on a campsite. So yeah, the wind is howling. It's blowing pretty hard. We could sort of find ourselves a little bit shelter behind some bushes maybe. But look at the campsite, it looks actually really nice. Got the flex bushes here and a little bench there. Yeah, it's looking pretty sweet as. Maybe we just sort of place ourselves here. That's a nice little spot. Just around here is like a little bit of a boat launching area. So you can see that this little track here, whoo, it's windy, leads straight to the water. And at high tide we can then possibly launch our boat here. It's a little bit further over there actually, the boat launch where the bus is parked. So yeah, okay, looking pretty sweet. Well, I think we found ourselves a nice little spot here. It's a bit of an alcove here, but if we back in here, we got a bit of wind shelter from the bushes. Wind is honking. So I'm just gonna back in up here. I think that's a nice little spot. It's also nice and dry. Doesn't look like it's gonna get too boggy around here. I think here is okay. Just hopefully we don't get too much shade from those trees onto our solar panels. But I think the sun will be a lot higher when it goes. It should be coming up this way and then go around this way. So I think the sun will be high enough to go over that. Hopefully we get another sunny day, but I think here's okay now. We just gotta put it leveled out a little bit. We've got a nice big area behind our caravan. I've got this huge, oh God, what do you call this thing? A leveler? It's got this huge leveler, way too big for caravan, but quite suitable, quite good, because you can get it 100% level. We just have to get up so on the first, so the wheel is about here. It rolls onto these ones here. It will be just about right. Well, the weather couldn't be any shittier today, so I don't think we're gonna do anything after setting up the caravan. We're just gonna have a tea and take it easy today, and hopefully tomorrow we can continue with our camping and fishing. Very, very windy today. The northwesterlies are getting a bit channeled into this campsite here. Alright, pretty much level now, like that. Alright, a day like this, we need some internet so we can do our editing and so on. For that we got our Starlink, right? Particularly good at these kind of remote locations where you get really patchy 4G reception only. So if you're traveling a lot, then Starlink is actually quite good. It is expensive and it uses a lot of power on the caravan, but at least we have a reliable, good internet wherever we go. The Starlink always needs to be, it sort of aligns itself and finds the satellites, but it always wants to have a clear sky to the southern sky. So northwest is there, that's where the wind's coming from. So south should be somewhere around there, so I think it will just move itself, so it will point in that direction and then we have our internet working, right? So All right, well, all set up now. Gonna have a little coffee, relax a little bit.
I think this is a campsite. You don't normally get any reception here.
There's no reception, no 4G reception here on the phone, so yeah, so we have to use our Starlink internet.
Starlink?
What about my phone? I have a Spark. Let's see if Spark has any internet. No, Spark has no internet either. No skinny internet, which is on Vodafone. So yeah, so if you want to have internet on a place like this, definitely pays off to have Starlink. I think that's maybe one of the reasons why we haven't come here before, because we only had Starlink for about a year, and last time we were traveling we didn't have Starlink, but we always need internet when we travel, so maybe that's why we didn't camp here before.
Maybe.
Because
But we never wanted to camp this Picton area. We always busy run away from Picton, right?
we always went south fairly quickly, yeah.
Right, as soon as we got off from the ferry.
Alright, so we're gonna relax a little bit, and then tomorrow hopefully the weather clears up a little bit and we can explore the area a little bit in terms of fishing, right, and see what we can do here.
Oh my god, oh my god. Horrible weather. Oh, Mark. Can we survive in this weather?
So gusty, again, gusty. Probably got 100 km/h gust here.
Oh.
And not only that, but it's southeasterly, so the temperature is like freezing.
You go out. Wow.
Oh, it's actually a lot windier than it looks on the video. All right, it finally stopped raining, and the wind has already also stopped after 2 days non-stop rain and wind. So let's have a little look at the estuary now, and if that is maybe suitable for launching a boat. I was actually hoping to maybe find some signs of flounder. Could be a little bit muddy to launch the boat straight out from here. It's rather muddy just out here, so yeah, but we got an incoming tide, and yeah, that's the estuary. But I'm thinking at high tide, this place is all filled up with water. I might just wander around here at the high tide, around those little gullies here, and see if there is any life around here in this estuary. I love those estuaries, They always feel nice and peaceful. It's not very busy, but that campsite seems to come alive at night time. The first night, in heavy wind and heavy rain, there were some guys starting a firework at 9 p.m. or so. And then the second night, last night, also after dark in rain and wind, a whole group arrived banging car doors, shouting, swearing, and then they left again around midnight. I have no idea what they're doing there. Maybe the proximity to Picton. But yeah, so at night time it gets a little bit busy and loud here. Maybe it's just the weekend. We'll see how it goes during the week. So here's the edge of the water in the estuary. So it doesn't look too bad. There's lots of sort of sea grass there in the water. So that might be a good spot to wander around here at night time. We'll see how that goes. Let's have a look over at the other end where that river mouth is. See if there's any boat launching possibility even at an incoming tide. Now, I'm not so sure, but if you ask me, this looks like tire wheel marks here on the estuary. So someone has been driving around here on the estuary with their four-wheel drives, which is really shitty if you ask me, because that just destroys the ecosystem here completely. There's so many tire marks. This even looks like someone has done like some sort of donut around here. Check this out. Just like it's a big circle. Maybe not a donut, but someone's just definitely driven around here all the way down there. What the hell? I just don't understand that. But here's pretty hard-packed sand, and there's some access from the campsite over there. So you could probably just drive down to launch a boat here. And here at the far end of the campsite we got the river flowing out into the estuary. It's beautiful out here today, this morning. Really nice. After all this shitty weather, I didn't think we're gonna see a nice day again. But it's all good now, it's beautiful. Some people just arrived with some kayaks on their rooftops, so we'll see how they launch their boats here. Well, good morning everybody, and check out the weather today. After all this horrible wind and rain that we had, it's actually a really beautiful day today, and it's calm as well. It's still fairly early in the morning, not quite as early as I was hoping to get up. It's about, what is it? It's 8 o'clock now, and tide's unfortunately not high, so yeah, we're gonna launch at low tide. You can see the water's all out, but it's very rocky and hard packed, so yeah, it seems like you can drive down to launch a boat or kayak straight here by the rocks, by the little river entrance. So that's the plan. Yeah, supposedly some gurnard out there. Would be nice to catch one of those. A snapper might be in as well. And I just realized that blue cod are actually not allowed to catch here. Seasonal restrictions, so you can only catch them from mid-December, I believe. And we're still in November. So no blue cod, but yeah, let's hope that we can catch something else. Because we camped so far away from the spot, I decided to just bring the boat with the car. It's a little bit easier on the old muscles, right? Let's get it down and take it into the water. Good old Garmin fish finder. I made myself a box with the battery, everything in there, and the fish finder. It's all one unit now. Power goes in here. So that's my fish finder unit, including the battery. There's a switch to turn that on. Now I only need to plug in the transducer and plug that in, and then I got my fish finder here like that. I haven't been taking my seating board for a little while, but today I'm gonna take it because I got my measurement on here. At least we can see if we got the right size. We don't want to catch anything undersized. I think I'm gonna wear my waders as well because I have to walk out a little bit through the shallow water to get to my launching spot, so better to have waders rather than being wet all day. Just in case if I don't get any bites on lures, maybe I just take the bonito just in case. Not the ideal spot for launching because it's so shallow. Alright everybody, here we go. I walked the boat out a little bit through the shallow water. It's pretty hard packed everything here in that part of the estuary, so yeah, I think I can hop in now and start the motor and motor out. Your key is on the passenger seat. Alright, there we go. Let's give her a first crank, and hopefully we're starting up straight away. Not the first time, but the second. Usually start pretty good. Still a little bit shallow. I gotta lift the motor up a little bit here. We're just going over the lip right now. Our first time fishing here in Whatamango. Nice deep clean water. Now, apparently this bay is also called Gurnard Bay by the locals, so yeah, if we could catch a gurnard, how good would that be? As always, I'm mostly interested in catching a feed, a little bit of a dinner. Well, what a stunner of a day. Yeah, I didn't motor out too far, but man, it's beautiful out here in the sounds. This part, the Queen Charlotte Sound. So I'm not too far away from the campsite now, and like they say, fish your feet first. So we're gonna try a little bit fishing right here past that drop off, and if that doesn't provide us anything, then we'll go out a little bit further to the heads. Karakaha Point, or whatever this one is called over there. There's a nice deep drop off. There's also a good land-based spot actually. I've never tried land-based, but yeah, we'll see. It looks a little bit quiet. I hope I'm not too late, otherwise we'll try again in the evening. So let's get started with the fishing. Gonna put on some jig. Got my rods here, the good old soft bait rod. And my Penn Spin Fisher reel. I've got a 2500 reel. And on the other rod I got a 3500 reel. I really like those reels because they're waterproof. I had them for a couple of years. They don't need any maintenance really, which is amazing. And this is my really old Berkeley drop shot soft bait rod, 4 to 8 kg spin rod. These rods are so versatile. I hardly ever need anything else if I'm out to catch a feed. Only reason I would ever need another rod was set up when I'm out catching kingfish. Although saying that, I've caught kingfish on that before. If you catch them over a sandy bottom, this can handle a kingfish even, so it's quite amazing. I haven't set up the line or anything. Let's do that quickly and drop some jigs. Let's start with a trusty old Gen jig today. That's always my first go-to lure. Alright, it's going down. It seems fairly deep. I think we just hit the bottom. And yeah, normally I don't do it, but today I put a little bit of secret sauce. There it is. A little bit secret sauce on the jig as well. We'll see how that goes. Now I can see we have a little bit of a problem today for lure fishing because we have zero drift and we also have zero wind, zero shop. Boat is not doing any work for the lures. The lure's just sitting in the same spot down on the bottom if I put it in the rod holder. So yeah, that is not easy. My option would be either to jig like hell or maybe try the other rod and put a little bit of bait on. Oh dang, what are we gonna do? Fishing with lures on a day like this is not very effective, so I got my dropper rig here, 2-hook dropper rig, and just gonna put a little bit of the old salted bonito in there. How come we have such a mess in here already? Alright, I'm not really a bait fisherman, but there we go. Let's drop that and see. Maybe it will work. And we're on. I was just not getting a bite, so I thought I better motor on to another spot. And just as I started moving, I had a bit of a bite here on the baited rig. So let's hope this is a gurnard or a snapper. What could it be? Not very heavy. It's a gurnard. Not a huge gurnard. I think we have to let this one go. It's a little bit too small. First fish of the day. Gurnard are definitely around. How good. Hopefully we can get a little bit bigger one. Unfortunately we got a huge tangle. It tangled up with my other lure here when I was turning the boat around. Oh my god. I hate those tangles. Oh, don't you hate it when that happens? Damn it, it's gonna take me a little while. Yeah, the fish finder is not very helpful when targeting gurnard. It just shows me the depth basically, and that we have sandy bottom there, but because the gurnard just sort of go across the bottom, it doesn't really show me. I think I got something small on, possibly. Definitely getting bites there now without any hookups, so we got some pickers. Wonder if it's a gurnard. Let's sit for a little while, maybe see if he eats that and gets hooked properly. We might have also gotten onto the spotties now. Once they find the bait, that's pretty much the end of it. I had some bites on the genjig. Oh, I got one on here now. A little bit bigger this time. Just had some bites on the genjig as well. This could be a keeper, guys. Let's hope we got a keeper. It's another gurnard. You can see him coming up there. Still pretty small, I think. Still not a very big one, but I think this is a good eating size nevertheless. If we can catch another one of that size, then we're pretty much good to go, I think. Then we got our dinner sorted. He is a 33 centimeter long gurnard, legal size, so let's keep this one. Alright, we got one fish for dinner. Let's see if we can catch another one. He hasn't even taken off the bait yet, so just drop the bait again. We're getting pretty close to shore now, but we still have a 7-meter depth. Let's see what happens here. Do a bit more jigging with the genjig, because I had some bites on that genjig here. Well, the wind is picking up, so we're getting a little bit of a drift now. Motoring into the wind and then drifting back with the wind. We might have a better chance now with some lures. Oh yep, we got one on the genjig finally. Hopefully this one is a little bit bigger. Doesn't feel very big, but you never know with these gurnards. Usually the ones you catch on lures are bigger than the ones you catch on bait. Usually, not always, but the bigger ones seem to sort of chase lures a little bit more. The smaller ones, they just sort of, if they find some bait, they kind of eat it. I think this one is a little bit bigger. We might be in luck. Nah, it's a very small one. Looks like most of the gurnards here are very, very small only, even though we got lots of them around. So yeah, this one definitely is a little bit small, so he can go back. But yeah, and the zest genjig, guys. Oi. Alright, just got a new bait on and had a few bites there. Another gurnard. Hopefully this is one more keeper and then we're done fishing. It looks a little bit bigger this time. Oh, there's like there was a barracuda following, I think. It looked like a barracuda. Yep, that's a nice gurnard. Look at that. That's a better size. Nice. That's the size we kind of like. A little bit better than the previous one. 35 this one, so yeah, 34, 35. So yeah, not huge, but definitely one more keeper for the pen tonight. So that's good. We got 2 gurnard now. A carrot, as they're also known as. Very good tasting fish, beautiful eating fish, gurnard. Probably my favorite, besides blue cod. Well, I'm quite happy with my catch for today. 2 nice little gurnard, perfect for dinner. That's all we wanted. And what a stunner of a day. I mean, this is gonna be one of the most beautiful fishing spots around. I think that's definitely gonna make it to the top 10 of the most scenic and stunning fishing spots in the country. It's just so beautiful out here in the Sound. I have no idea why we haven't come here before. Oh, look at that. We got something big on. Hopefully that's not a barracuda, man. I have no idea what we have got on here this time, but it's definitely a little bit bigger, and it has got some head shapes. I don't think it's a barracuda. That would suck. It's got some nice weight to it. Hopefully it's a big gurnard. Oh yeah, that looks like a big ass gurnard this time. Oh yes. Well, not that big, but definitely the biggest one out of the 3 from today. So we're gonna keep that one too, because you know, gurnard, you eat them fairly quickly. Oh yeah, there we go. Check this out. So that's the biggest gurnard of the day, and that is in the most shallow water of the bay as well. Very, very happy today. We got a nice catch, guys. Beautiful. Oh yeah. Gurnard bonanza today. Yes. 38 centimeters, 37. It's easy to get into a blood rush when you fish, and then you catch more than you actually need. We don't want that. We got a nice bag full of gurnard here. All the keepers, at least, I caught them all on bait, and I used just salted bonito. That salted bonito comes from the warehouse, just 1 pack with salted bonito, and just 2 dropper rig. I repurposed my drone fishing dropper rig for that, just put another sinker on it. Definitely a little bit easier when it's like calm like today to catch them on bait, and a lot less effort than trying to catch them on lures, where you have to constantly provide the action. But we also got some on the Gan jig, so yeah, that was really good as well. Like I said, I prefer fishing with lures, but on a really slow day with no current, no wind and stuff, bait definitely pays off. So I'm gonna head back now and put these guys in the fridge for tonight. Let's go. This is the Maxi Strike salted bonito that I've been using, just from the warehouse. I have had that in the car without refrigeration for probably a couple months now, and it's still good. I love these salted baits. They're just so long lasting and also easy to use. I did not bring a chili bin today because I thought I'd just head out quick and catch something. So yeah, I wouldn't be able to stay out longer anyway today. These fish need to get into the fridge really quick to cool down. All these shakes sitting on the boat there. Quite funny. Now it's pretty much low tide now. There was a bit more water when I started. So yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a drag to get the boat back there. But the Gurnards are spawning at the moment. All three of them have roe in them. So I'm keeping the roe because I kind of like to eat fish roe. I'm gonna fry that. But you know, we don't want to take so many when they're spawning because we want to have more fish for the future. Alrighty, there we go. Nice catch for today. Perfect. It's very handy to have my nice balsa filleting glove when filleting Gurnard. They're so spiky, and the glove saves one from getting those little spikes in your hand. Very good.
Are not done. Maybe overcooking it, maybe. What do you think? Guys, might be overcooking it now.
I don't think so. We still have the wings to cook as well.
The wings.
One of the simplest meals to cook, and yet one of the tastiest. Lettuce, pan-fried Gurnard and Gurnard roe, and steamed potatoes. Yummy. Very nice.
Oh.
Let's try a little bit of the roe here. Roe is probably my favorite.
Nice and soft and flaky.
The best meat ever. We could eat it the Korean way. Take a leaf of lettuce, put a little bit of mayonnaise in there, then put a little bit of Gurnard in there, then put a little piece of potato in there, wrap it up, and then just
Good.
stuff it all in your mouth together. That's the way to eat it.
Maybe some spicy sauce.
Korean barbecue style. Well, good morning. It's the second day today. Ultra nice summer weather. Check out the view. The clouds over here in the sounds. Beautiful. Anyway, I decided to come out once more because I don't know about you guys, but if you got such a nice weather, it's pretty hard to pass, right? So I wanted to go out a little bit further today and check out the next bay, so see what's like there. It's got a promising name. To a bay called, what's that here? Curious Cove? Kahi, oh god, I can't read without my glasses. Kahikatea Bay behind me. It's a lot more busy in this area here. Once you get out of our little Whatamango Bay out into the main sound, it gets pretty busy with boats here. Even in the middle of a weekday, quite a few boats around here. Now I'm at the points here, but I don't want to fish so close to the rocks because the blue cod season is not on at the moment. We're not allowed to catch blue cod right now. They're in spawning, so sort of trying to stay a little bit more in the middle. It's 30 meter deep here. I can't see any signs of snapper, unfortunately. But I'm gonna drop my jig here. Yeah, we'll see how we go. We only got one more day and then the shit weather starts again from tomorrow on. Hardcore rain, wind and all the whole program. So yeah, gotta make the most out of it today. Inter-Islander ferry just crossing past behind me. Well guys, there's nothing going on in this bay today. Nowhere near the action as yesterday. I have the feeling that maybe Gurnard, they probably prefer areas where an estuary is close by. Those places are always where I have most luck catching Gurnard. Sandy, deeper areas near estuaries. Not always. I've got them over sandy bottom surf beaches as well, but yeah. What do you guys think? Do you think they prefer places near estuaries? Because they eat a lot of crabs and stuff, right? So I think like the sandy beaches that have an estuary nearby are good places. Not the estuary directly, but nearby an estuary somewhere. Well, as I started reeling in my bait here to move spots, I actually noticed I've got something on. Something has eaten the bait without actually striking too hard. What could it be? Maybe a Gurnard. Oh yeah, we got a spiny dog, I think. Oh, this guy's got a really crooked mouth. Did you see that? See if we can get a closer look at that. He's got like a really damaged mouth. There's a part missing from his mouth already. I haven't seen anything like that before, guys. Completely damaged mouth on that guy. Weird, eh? It's got like this kind of cutout in its mouth, almost like the two upper jaws now. Wonder what happened to that. A birth defect maybe, or something has just ripped out the bottom of its mouth. Really weird. Never seen a spiny dog like that. But that's the cool thing about fishing, you always see something new, right? Anyway, if we get spiny dogs here only and nothing else, then we better try a different spot. I think we got a snapper. Oh no, we got a big blue cod, which we're not allowed to keep. Here's a beauty of a blue cod, really big one. Nice, good size, guys. Too bad we're not allowed to keep him, so we better let him go quickly. Oh, that would have been a nice keeper. Shame. Initially thought I had a small snapper on. So that's the problem fishing close to the rocks, right? You catch something, but it's gonna be most likely blue cod. Well, no luck today. Just got back. Besides that big, nice blue cod that I couldn't keep, and the spiny dog, the weird one. Yeah, not much happening today, but still pretty good out there. Checking out a few new spots. Yeah, I never had too much luck here in the Queen Charlotte Sound. Let me know what you guys think. If you fish here a lot, do you catch a lot? I think in the next video we're gonna head over to the Grove Arm. I think this is a better spot to catch snapper here in this area. So yeah, hopefully we get some there.
There was nice yesterday with the 3 garnets, but not today. Fishing is like that, not every day is good.
Yeah, I could have probably caught a few more Gurnard, possibly in the morning, but I wanted to test a new spot.
Did you use the same bait? But I want to report you guys something. Yesterday, I went to the woman toilet here. Someone made such a mess in one toilet with a tampon. Please don't do that, girls. You're not supposed to put any tampons in the toilet. And today, I went back. There's a rubbish bag next to the wash basin. Someone left their rubbish in the toilet.
Maybe
She is supposed to go come and pack in and pack out. That is horrible, guys. Please don't do that.
maybe it was the same person that was walking around with a dog yesterday. Because there, when you drive into the campsite, there's a big sign, no dogs. There's actually a dog exercise area, but here in the campground there are no dogs allowed because of the birds and stuff, like many dog campsites. But yesterday someone was camped up here blatantly.
Police or what?
Yeah, and blatantly, well, we don't report it, but blatantly walking around with a dog. I just think it's unfair to other people who might want to come here with a dog and they don't come, and then like some random idiot comes here and thinks it's okay, or I can have my dog here, don't care about the signs, you know. And to the other people, I think it's kind of unfair to do that. It's my thinking, at least. What do you guys think? Should we just ignore the signs and take the dog?
Catch all the pukekos.
And have the dogs eat all the pukekos here? There's some nice big pukekos running around. Often we have come to dump stations around the country that were completely blocked by baby diapers and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, disgusting and a very, very strange human behavior. What kind of human does that? What's the brain size of a human that does that? Can't be bigger than the brain size of, let's say, maybe a Gurnard. All right, last day before we leave this beautiful campsite, and we got our friends come over.
No,
And what we have, our favorite meal, burgers. Wow, is that good?
Sehr gut.
Sehr gut.
Best burger ever.
Oh, nice burgers. Yeah. And look who we got here. We got Charlie. Charlie, you like the burgers, eh?
Yeah.
Let me see, what did you put on your burger?
Tomatoes, cucumber, cheese, and tomato sauce,
Nice. That looks really yummy.
but very slippery.
Very slippery.
But no.
Good? Nice. You gotta go like, yummy.
Yummy.
Awesome.
Yum.
Thank you, Mark.
Good morning, guys. Last day in Whatamango Bay. Last breakfast we have BAE, bacon, avocado, egg.
Good morning, and we also have some nice fresh sprouts.
Wow, a lot of harvest this morning. And also nice coffee. We're gonna head to Momorangi, which is a very popular dog campsite with all the nice facilities there. Last time we went there, we couldn't catch nice fish, but today we will. We're gonna try our best to catch a nice feed for us. So breakfast and pack up and leave.
Why didn't we catch a fish last time?
Because there was winter, middle of winter, there's no fish.
Well, we caught a fish, didn't we?
Only spiny dogs.
A big one.
Very big one, not edible. But it's a really nice camp, guys. Oh, bumblebee, hello. We're gonna go out. Yay.